Well, I guess it's time for me to take a break with fighting some of the inconsistencies surrounding people's reactions to Riri Williams and the Ironheart show in the MCU and tell you the issues I do have with the Ironheart show in the MCU. My biggest problem with the Ironheart show in the MCU is that it's not really Riri Williams. I'll tell you what I mean. I don't have an issue with a show with a super smart young lady who has a few troubles, who has to kind of get it out the mud, do what she's got to do, and in the end, prevail and meet her goals. What I do have a problem with is that's not Riri Williams. You see, a lot of the issues we're seeing with Riri Williams in the MCU are inconsistent with Riri Williams here. What I can grant you is that Riri Williams here did get the parts for her first suit from MIT. I'll give you that. But the rest of these things, the rest of the choices she's making, the criticisms that it's opened her up to, don't happen in the comics. And a lot of people are going to ask, why does that matter? It matters because someone, I'm not calling names, I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not looking up people, but someone or a group of people looked at this character who is a super genius introvert and didn't get into much of any trouble as a youth and said, we want to adapt her for TV, but she's too clean cut. She doesn't have enough dirt on her. She needs to be a little more rugged, a little more streetwise. And while some people are cool with it, especially those who are meeting this character for the first time, I don't think that's a great look. I think if we had a super smart and more clean cut Riri Williams to work with, we should have just given that character to the show instead of having to make that character more rough around the edges. And don't get me wrong, I think it's 100% possible that through episodes 4 through 6 and going forward, Riri can turn out to be an incredible hero. But I think saying that clean cut Riri wasn't good enough, so we had to get her mixed up in things that comic book Riri wouldn't get mixed up in, is a bad move and opens her up to unfair criticism from others.